Welcome back, people. Welcome back to another live show. Bless upon yourself, everybody, and thank you for passing through again. Yeah, man. Yeah, Ravel Morrison. I think he's supposed to play in a game today, against some youth teams. It's kind of embarrassing, but that's what happens when you are a free agent. So Ravel Morris is currently a free agent out there. So as soon as you come in, remember to hit the like button as well. And he's trying to get back a club. Um, I heard conversations were had with the player pertaining to his inclusion in the Jamaica team, and we'll dive into that at some point in the show. But that's up to everybody. Let me see some of the other topics there. Also have some audio from Steve McClaren. Some audio here from Steve McClaren, um, on how he sees certain players and how he looks at players in his team. So we'll have that audio for you guys to play. Bless up, Mr. Lex, Mr. Flex. Big day, Lang. Long time, my boss. Big up yourself. Yeah, man. It's only one thing left, really, is to accomplish. Is if we're not gonna find a midfield player, then you just have to find Ravel a club. It's too way out Jamaica of it, because when you look at the market, people, there's just not there's just not enough midfielders out there. There's just, I don't know where you're gonna just find a midfielder. They're just not there. I don't know what's happening. And no, it's not a blame game. Of yo, they never developed their midfielder, and we don't want to do that right now. We just, I said, based upon where I see, Jamaica is not really pushing out a lot of midfielders right now. And the coach, let me just kick off and give you the audio then. Make you hear let's hear what McLaren is saying and how he sees coaching. Um, so we can just tie them two things tonight. All right, let me just play this from Steve McClaren. So as we say, saying people, Ravel is a person that, yeah, I'm serious about that, bro. I'm serious about Ravel being back in the team. What do you mean? Bro, like, see, Jamaica, we try, bro. We try without nobody to play the position, and it's not working. You see what I say? It's not working, bro. How's that? How's this gonna do? Yeah, bro. So we need a player who can be in the middle of the park, bro. Or are we gonna solve this situation? Or are we gonna solve this? I just need to find this audio from Steve McClaren, so some of you can kind of just get a little idea of how he sees it all the way down in my thing now, because I shared the video with a couple people. There it is. All right, people, let's check out this audio from the Jamaica head coach. No, let's check out this with the audio. I wish I didn't give me this. Something go total. Bless up yourself, Tennessee. Yeah, yo, how are going there, so? Yeah, true. Me send out the bro. Me send out the notification and the thing gone all the way down in it. Me have to call that person. I have to say for image. Send me the art. Send me the audio. Either this person or the other. 1 second, people. Let me see if I him send me the audio. Look like it disappear. Yeah, man. So yeah, having Ravel Morrison back in the team is a key part of Jamaica going forward. Jamaica going ahead. Um, Steve Bruce was talking about Steve McClaren. Yo, the man them just put out so much coach. Maybe I like Steve McClaren, Steve Bruce. They like Steve McClaren, Steve Bruce, bro. But however, he's he's now talking. We heard him said something about when he sees certain players, he look at them and he says, "All right, look, you you can be this kind of striker. You can be the best at your position, but you have to come in early, be the last one to leave, and work on your game." He's saying to the striker, "Yeah, you can become top seven." You see what I say? JT, out for the ref, live, bossy. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Referee the live. Yo, that bad. Where is the audio? Yeah, man. Big up yourself, Jeremiah. With this coach, he's going to pick the best players. Yeah, all right. No, the coach has a relationship with Ravel Morrison. It still can be tricky. We don't know how good the relationship is with Ravel Morrison and the coach. Because remember, around when Manchester United was really good and Ravel Morrison was coming up, he started to, break a lot of rules and them stuff there. So we don't know. I would love to know, was Steve McClaren at Manchester United when Ravel Morrison, anybody knows? Was Steve McClaren at Manchester United when Ravel Morrison was there? Because that's something you would like to know about, because then we don't know if it ended well. See, Issa Allen, the Issa Allen a man can know them thing there. Issa, let us know if Ravel Morrison and Steve McClaren was at Manchester United at the same time. Yeah, man, let me know that. Okay, Sherman Scott said yes. Okay, so let's hope that relationship went well. People, remember to hit the like button on the video. That is very important. We should have been at least around 100 likes on the video already. Really appreciate it. As we try to improve everything for you guys. So please hit the like button on the video. That's all we ask you guys. We talk sports and you hit the like button. That's it. Um, yeah, okay, he was there. Big up. Yeah, he was there. He was there. So we don't know. Hopefully, McLaren has a good what would you say now? Hopefully, McLaren has a good or has good memories of Ravel Morrison. You see what I say? That's very important. Does he have good memories of Ravel? Because at that time we kind of remember that Ravel was kind of kicking off a bit. But either way, we would like to have him in the squad. I think it's a missing piece. I saw Casey Palmer them. Casey Palmer them came here, and it's like, when I'm asking myself, is Casey Palmer gonna get good enough in time? That's my concern, bro. That's my concern. Is Casey Palmer and those guys gonna get good quickly enough to carry Jamaica over the line for the World Cup or to the World Cup? That's what I'm concerned about, because it looks thin. We saw Kara Anderson, Casey out there. The coach tried that combination. Maybe because the coach wanted more defensive work, he wasn't that comfortable with those two being out there, as both of them are not out and out tacklers. That was under a previous head coach. Maybe this head coach will wants to travel a bit thinner and have an actual box to box or two box to box or one we just say versatile box to box who can still get up and down the pitch in a different way than the conventional box to box. Maybe we don't know, but that's gonna be task number one for the head coach. He will have to be able to solve this midfield problem. He will have to be able to solve this midfield problem. I don't know how he's gonna do it. Maybe he is the man to do it. Let's see. Let's see if he's the man to do it. but we need him to we need him to come in and solve this. Attitude is getting the better of him. That is the downfall. Okay, McCrane was not at United when Ravel was there. Okay, so Siobhan gives you the statistic there. So Sherman Scott, I guess you guys were wrong about that, because I was thinking about when they won the treble and when Ravel and those guys were actually at Manchester United. No, if he got good information on Ravel, he would have then know though be able to know what kind of player. But remember, yes, as we were saying that last night with Michael Hector is out of a club now as well. So we can also look for Michael Hector potentially not returning for the next window. We might not have a Michael Hector. I don't think the coach is bringing back guys like Wes Harding. To be honest, I think this coach is either. I think Steve McClaren might end up going for either a right back from Jamaica or something, or try to mix it. Not a right back, but a depth right back. Like we brought in Wes Harding as a versatile player. We don't know. I don't think Steve McClaren is going to Jamaica just to have 100% overseas based players in the team. I think he looks like one of those guys as well who wants a challenge. He might feel like he can see a player, and hey, if he can do it, let him do it. Not the easiest thing in the world to do, but if Steve McCarron can go, but we don't want the coach as well being spread too thin. You know what I mean? We don't want the coach being spread too thin where um he's doing a whole bunch of projects in Jamaica. You see me? We don't want him to be doing a whole bunch of projects in Jamaica. We want him to be focused on the team and the senior players, because that's the thing that comes with the JFF job. It can be a thing where you end up wearing a lot of hats. Travis Spencer said, JT, call out players' name, bro. Who you believe the coach will pick? No, me no know. I think we're gonna see that in the JPL upcoming season. I don't know. Um, the JPL season, everybody would want to impress. It's a new start for the JPL players as well, as it's a new head coach. It's a new head coach, remember, it's a new head coach. So the coach doesn't necessarily know anybody. His assistants are not named yet. It's rumored that one of his assistants will be of his choice, and the other will be a local assistant to the coach, or potentially a rotation of local assistants who are part of some of the coaching courses in Jamaica. So those things are on the cards. So we don't know. We don't know the mixture of that yet. How that the backroom staff, how it's gonna go. And backroom staff, no, Marian Garden is definitely out, bro. He's not coming back. That would be madness. That would be madness if Marian Garden comes back. Like somebody would have owe him some money or something. Something wouldn't right. If you look, Marian Garden is the Jamaican assistant again. That would be absurd. Yeah, man. Big up on yourself, everybody in the comment section. We're passing through. Remember to hit the like button. Turkoman Production Generate Memories for Life says, big up JT, great content, good show. Sometimes you have to run some people like 443 Presser that came on your show yesterday. Them two talk pure foolishness. They lack substance, depth, and not ready. Bombard. Presser, you have to come look for that comment there. Got the longest name that on YouTube. Me nah lie, I have to put up the comment up on my screen. I want the longest name. Turkleman Production Generate Memories for Life. Yeah, man, that was quite interesting. Yeah, man. But as no man, Pressure them have them own way of them doing things. And I don't think Pressure them wholehearted neither. If you tell Pressure them, say, yo, maybe you should think about doing something the way that he's gonna do it. He's gonna think about it. I think he's a genuine person. And he have his technique and his way how he does it. But I don't think it's and football, guys, remember it's all opinion based. I think what a lot of people get upset with Pressure is when Pressa does a quick Google search, when Pressa do a quick Google search, him then talk about the situation like him really know about the coach. Because I asked Pressa before, I said, what position Kevin Lambert plays at his club? And he didn't know. Him say he never watched them the kind of football. So I also understand that they're going about it as a journalist, bro. He's a journalist. So that would be the difference. I think Pressa is like have journalist potential. Big man thing. You see what I'm saying? He got journalist potential. Because one of the great things what Pressa did as well. So we have a big up and give we fellow vloggers credit. Pressa reached out to Coach Reen Mollenstein when we dropped the video on him being the coach. If he could be the coach, Pressa contacted him and he gave Pressa answer. That's like real journalism. That's why I said I don't look at it. I'm not a journalist because I'm not gonna contact a coach and ask them if they might come coach Jamaica. You get me? Like, me not really care if you come. Like, that's your stuff with the people them. But yeah, so that's a good so him of him qualities there. So we big up everybody, see me. Big up every vlogger. JT, stop. There is presently no player in the JPL of international standard. Richard Stewart, what I'm saying is we don't know, my brother, how he sees international standard. We don't know how he sees international standard. And I feel like you need to take that into consideration. You need to take that in consideration. How he sees international player. Because bro, coach is stubborn, bro. You can have a coach, A coach can basically listen, a coach can go to Jamaica and just see a player and him just love the player. And him believe, say, yo, if I can teach this player a few more things, this player can potentially be something. Like coaches have that, bro. Coaches are quite stubborn when it comes on to that. You know what I mean? The coaches are always looking for that gem or that overlooked player that they think that that player had the potential and nobody really took him to the next level. Because there's a lot of players in Jamaica that we knew that what really happened was nobody took the initiative and the player didn't take the initiative themselves to get much better as far as developing their craft. Instead of just developing their craft. So I know a lot of people. So we have the Ravel Morrison thing. So the next thing is, yeah, I heard that there's talks with Ravel Morrison as his future is concerned. There are current talks with Ravel Morrison as far as his future is concerned. He's currently training in Dubai. And I think he's playing with they're like an assembled team of pro athletes who want to stay in tip-top shape. So that's what Ravel Morrison is doing. So no, I think they were supposed to have a game against a youth team today or something. But him just playing football, that's good because you don't want to know that he's just flatlined and he's off the radar, because that's when it gets a bit more dicey there. So Dujuan Whisper, I saw a photo release. It looked like Dujuan Whisper has done his surgery. At least we hope that that's what happened. Look like Dujuan Whisper has done his surgery, and that's a good look because that's another player that has to get back into football as quickly as possible. That's another player that we need to get back out there as quickly as possible. So Dujuan Whisper, we hope him a speedy recovery. A speedy recovery, and to see him back in the Reggaeboyz setup coming forward. So pick up the corner league. You have the headline. Okay, Ravel needs to just say United and Chris Smith them. I talk about something else. I have no issue with the good young youth making it on merit. That's what I'm saying, Owen. Exactly. That's a comment, brother. We now ask always people, me go always in the argument upon YouTube. There's no way if one youth at Jamaica can play ball, him can't make the team. Him can't make the side. We can't say that, brother. We can't say true at us one youth there at Jamaica like can play. Him can't really make the side because him not reach Manchester United level yet. International football no work like that. International football no work like that. And international football is more about the pieces. All right, when you talk about a Yamal and Nico Williams and for Spain, even Nico Williams, though he's a good player and he was out there, he wasn't just out there as a huge player in the world until he showed it on the international level. Because that tells me that Nico Williams is playing differently at club. Because how I saw him for Spain, I thought that Nico Williams can become the next best player in football. I think he has the potential to become the best player in the world. Are just of just disastrous how powerful he is, how strong, how fit, his vision. He's one of the most complete wingers I've seen since watching even the World Cup in the past couple of years. It has been Nico Williams. Haven't seen anything like that. He doesn't lose the football. Every time he shows up with the ball on the 18, the defender has to respect him. That's big in football, people. When a defender knows he has to respect you. Because certain wingers, the defender just step up and put the clap on them. Pass. Certain defenders don't respect you. He's not giving you space for you to turn him. He's not going to do that. But when you're a good winger, a defender has to trap back. He has to know that he has the cut in his mind that if the player makes the cut, if the player goes on the outside, his body is not turning. So Nico Williams, a player like that, he lit up the basically the Euros, and it came out of nowhere. It came out of nowhere, and that's why I say in any country around the world, you have to always keep your eyes open for that one or two talent that really rise to the top, the cream of the crop. You see me? You have to have those two. You have to have those. That you can't just lock it off and say, yo, right now, how the youth from Jamaica in the side? Obviously, we've been discussing, people been talking about him. He must be doing something right. Might not be the complete player, but he might be doing something right. So yeah, and so Dujuan whisper now that's gonna be a long recovery. I think he's probably gonna be out of commission for this entire season. To be honest, if it's any kind of surgery that requires certain surgery, he's gonna probably be out for the entire season, or at least that's what he should do. Because that's another thing what you don't want to do. You don't want to rush back. You don't want to rush back after injury, and then you basically, you don't want to rush back from an injury, and then you basically just injure yourself more. That's a thing that you don't want to do. So I think Dujan Whisper should know just take his time, just focus, rehab. Yeah, just stay at Chelsea the more you can. The more you can stay at Chelsea, stay there and finish your rehab with professionals. Now go to Jamaica, go say, I do, you walk, go up 30 hill and them thing that. No, bro. Let real physios, real doctors work on your thing and get your career back up and just start kicking football again. Because there's also what Whisper is going to learn is when you get injured in football, even if it's not like somebody break your ankle or something, it still plays on your mind. When you get an injury in football, even the first set of games that you go back, if you heard your ACL pop while playing football, if you hear your ACL pop and you get your knee reconstructed and they reconstruct your ACL. When you go back and start playing bro, you're thinking about, is the ACL gonna hold up? So it's important. for players to heal quickly. JT, nobody here you say that. Well, you sound like Nico Williams been on the rise for a few years. Ghana and Spain. Yeah, but bro, Nico Williams just really came to the party in the Euros. He's been there, but he came to the party. He was outside. Nico Williams was outside standing up. He's now in the party. I'm talking about the Euros. He did it against the best teams in the world. There was not one game where Nico Williams were people like, whoa. The most physical game Spain played in that Euros was against Germany. Germany was putting on the pressure on Spain with physicality in that game. The German them just start clap them up on me and say, whoa. It look like Germany decides that tonight they're going to be really physical with the Spanish team. And they really looked physical against that Spanish team. But Spain, I didn't saw players like Yamal and those guys, and Nico Williams. They played Yamal. Yamal probably remember that game as well. He picked up some really hard tackles in that game. He picked up some really hard tackles in that game there, Yamal. The thing though is Nico Williams and Yamal, they'd never look different. The pressure didn't, because them pick up some hard tackle. They stopped doing what they were doing. They just kept doing what they were doing. You take a phone call there, people. Cataract, go ahead.
I'm just being quick on the calling segment. Jay Taylor, just take that back, please. Good afternoon to viewers, subscribers. Hit the like button, subscribe, everything. Nico Williams has been an elite player for a couple of years well now. He didn't come out of nowhere. He has been through the Athletic Bilbao Academy system. So I don't know how you get that. Like,
yeah, but I'm talking about, you hear what you just said, the Atletico Balboa system. What I'm saying, Cataract, is on the bro, I'm talking about on the international stage. You have club football. It's like a player coming out at Everton or one of them clubs. Yes, great. He's doing well there. I'm talking about when you go play international football.
But on the international scene, there was a bidding war and a fight over his signature between Ghana and Spain. And in the end, the older brother went to Ghana and he chose Spain. This story is like being told around the world. It's not new, my brother. Nico Williams been on the radar, been there.
Yeah.
He's not been like the best player in the competition, but he's been there. He's been a top player.
But as I said, yeah, he's been around there, the discussion, but to me, he came to the parties at the Euros.
Oh, came to the party. No, he started the party at the Euro. He's been at the party.
You've been at the party and I start the party. If you've been at the party, that means you left the party. You no longer.
That he's been at the party. He may not have been the star of a thing, but Nico Williams is one of the better wingers.
Yeah, but let's just veer it back onto the discussion, Cataract, where I said that
go ahead.
That Steve McClaren, he can also choose. We don't know his personality to see some local players as players he likes. Because that's natural with coaches. Eh?
There's a long time, but I don't think that the job of a head coach is to go look around at local players. He would not be accustomed to that. You have scouts. You have assistant coaches. That's what you have them for. You're not there to tell a man, yo, use your instep to pass the ball.
Yeah.
To look at defenders. You remember that? They told him he must go around the island to each parish.
Who was doing that?
I think that's weird. Hallgrimson.
Yeah, brother, Hallgrimson might be a man.
Hold a minute. Sorry. Everybody was saying that we must go around the island and look for hidden gems because apparently there is a superstar footballer who nobody knows about in Jamaica that's just kicking ball in some parish somewhere.
Yeah, but
Arguments
everybody
are
can
listen.
agree to that.
Hold
I
on,
think I
let me
also
finish. Let me
agreed. I
finish.
think I
Let
also
me finish.
agreed to that. That
Let me finish.
yeah.
Let me finish. Hal Grimson listened to that hogwash, right? Started to go around the island, waste time. And I went to the first one that he went to in St. Mary. And literally, after the warm up and after the first 3 minutes of drill, you know what the next 2 hours was spent doing?
Mm.
Teaching defenders how to defend. Like literally telling the man, like, yo, no, you know, son, this name goal side. I say, what? No, man, this is goal side. This is goal side. Defenders who play in tier one and in parish competition did not know what goal side of the attacker meant. He was literally telling papers what it means by when you give a man a yard, what it means. That it means that you don't allow him to turn you. And that when you mark close and when you close mark a player, that he can roll you if he has speed. The man basically telling
But
defenders
bro,
that,
but
yeah,
the coach
no,
is
man.
also a person who likes to coach defense. They say every training session he
Oh,
takes the defensive
God.
drills, so he
Yes, and
probably
what I'm
gets a
saying
kick
is,
out
no,
of
you
that
want to
as
go.
well.
You've been on this song about the coach and defensive and he training.
But yeah,
Yes,
but Cataract, he is a
but he
defensive
was a
coach, isn't
defender.
that so?
You're missing the point. You say it to me like every time I mention I have something bad to say about JFF or something, and I'm saying
No,
to
I'm
you,
talking about
you
the
don't have
coach.
to
But is it the coach?
regurgitate
Wasn't
the
the
same
coach?
thing
But
about
Cataract, answer
Halgrimson
that.
every
Wasn't
time.
Coach Jaime Hallgrims a defensive person?
Yes, and
So what's
you don't
wrong
have
with
to
me saying he
regurgitate.
was defensive then?
I'm simply because that's not the topic. The point that I'm saying to you is that we sent him around the island. He was looking at players, and on the first session that I went to, the players couldn't even know the basics. This is a head coach of a national team teaching players how to mark.
Yeah.
Come on.
And these were all local based players. JT, the local players, not ready
Jesus Christ.
bossy.
This was the parish tour that he went on. It started in St. Mary, right?
Yeah.
And I think there were about 30 players or so. And the first session, obviously, well, I guess he likes defensive. So the first session he took was defenders. And they didn't know what to do. They were looking worse than amateurish.
People, remember to hit the like button on the video.
How do
Very
you say? Okay,
important.
let me
Bless
tell
up
you, let me tell you
everybody.
another statement.
Tennessee, I want to nitro them though. I kick off on a nitro that not have nothing to me. Because I see every Tennessee start the whole I message them with nitro. Me I wonder, let's see, we have to leave the coach. Boyz are Chris Smith. Boyz are feeling the all right. Let's see the matter about Chris Smith. Bailey Cephas, Ravel, North Steve, North Speed. But Cataract, you
So,
my take
I,
on basically what you're saying is that's not anybody's fault. That's Halgrims who decide to take on things that way.
no, the JFF put him along that line. What I'm trying to say to you is that the best players who are on the island are playing in the JPL. You see them from week to week. There is a 1 in a million chance that there's a one you that's playing for Sandals in the business, in the hotel league. Come on.
Hold on. Yeah.
I just want to finish because I don't want to hold up. I know other people calling. I don't want to hold up. But I just want to say congratulations, Roger Stoner. Jamaica gets his first Olympic gold medal. Massive throw of 70 meters, breaking, smashing the Olympic record. It was broken 3 times in this competition, and he had a monster throw. And the Eternal Father is going to be playing at the stadium.
Christian, big up yourself, my boss. Yeah, the people I'm calling right now. Me never Cataract them want to talk to. Or I mean,
Yeah, I can probably join a little later, but I just wanted to really big up the youth because we were at risk of going through this Olympics and Jamaican anthem never being heard for the first time in decades.
Lick your wound.
Lick my wounds?
Lick your
Jamaica gets some
wounds.
gold medals and I need to lick my wounds?
Lick your
What are you talking
wounds
about?
as a fan of athletics and retreat
No, I'm not a
and go
fan
back.
of athletics. I'm a Jamaican.
Mhm. But you're a Jamaican who is a fan of athletics, right?
No, I'm not a fan of athletics, actually.
So who are you
But
watching it? You just watch it? Get that. Make nobody do
yes,
that. Make nobody do that. Get that. Some people are
Because
calling
Jamaica,
phone.
they didn't watch it.
Okay. Call back in, look more. Link out. You have the link or
Yeah,
something.
man. Let's
All
see
right.
the other people. I'm calling. Remember,
Yeah, man. Let me take. Oh, yeah. All right. Go ahead, my boss. Up. Yeah.
Yo, set a really fuck brother.
Yeah.
I'm so you man sound like some extremist brother.
Like somewhat.
Like some extremist.
Some.
Like someone who have go deep down in a man's situation and to build a fine. You get me?
Yeah.
Also one thing here, JT. Alright. If you put 10 man one place, right?
Mhm.
You will find an acrobatic man did it like a man who freaks it and you will find one who can jump high and do some sitting. You
Mhm.
see me? If you is a coach, you go to Jamaica and you buck up on a man where we run 90 minutes without stop. You want to be on the side.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You get me? You're teaching me fundamental answer right. Why you come do this in the side? Look for Shorty Malcolm. You
Yeah.
see me? Shorty Malcolm. But them men run on people anywhere than there.
954. Foolish to say that. 954.
Man of God. Man of God. Man of God. No, I'm tell us to lift up to you know.
All right. Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah. No. So you got man of God phone chip out too. Just one Leon Bailey whisper. Yeah, man. So cataract lift up, man. He lift up, He lift up.
Yeah.
So.
But what me I try to say here, JT,
Mm.
the whole area human being and people they have Jamaica play ball same way. You get me? Some man
We
act
just
like
reason, man. We just
yeah.
reason. Okay. Oh yeah, night to them. Okay. Yeah, man. Me I hear what you say. Me I hear what you say, Jason. So, but you know, I've nothing
JT,
to talk about the football. I just cataract. You tell if you lift up.
call up and tell us say, yo, don't make no man water down for your things, brother.
Okay. Okay. I say stand firm. Stand firm, basically.
Stand firm on what you see and what you believe in am general. Some man come to water down what you say.
Mm-hmm.
You see me?
Yeah.
Some man to come try to build upon what you see and find solution to what you say. Now you come water down, brother.
Yeah, man.
954. Foolish to say that. 954. Sorry, my internet just cut off and come back.
All right.
I'm foolish to say that. 954. Cataract was
Brother,
right. I can't believe I'm saying this, but Cataract was
Yeah.
right in what he's saying.
What exactly 954 Jason what you disagree with it what cataract say? Come not even
No, I
remember.
did not. I'm not disagreeing. Oh,
Did
954 yata.
when did disagree in the first place?
yeah, me I say, JT, you was saying that if the coach go to Jamaica and find a gym
Mm-hmm.
in a side,
Yo, yeah, yeah, yeah,
Cataract
yeah,
can become
yeah.
different, yeah, defensive of that.
Yeah, man, me defend that right through, man. If anybody cataract them, nobody not agree with me. I believe that every head coach likes that kind of challenge. It might not happen, but if you are a head coach and you go to Jamaica, good athletes, you maybe are watching a game, a coach I go think, so you know what, Jamaica, maybe this guy here been overlooked. I'm not saying that's gonna happen, but I'm keeping that open. Where have you say, man, I got?
I agree with Cataract. I think if what we're not talking about is that the coach not looking at Jamaica, but what Cataract was saying
Mm.
is that Mr. Hargreaves to go down there go waste time. Looking at these players who are not coached properly and not edified in the game based off of what if what Cataract is saying is
No,
true.
but man, I got me that
that
disagree with Cataract by saying this to you, though.
Oh,
Like,
a man today in Jamaica now looking at Jamaica, brother. Where him there?
no,
so one T1 them were overseas. We left the country.
Some man we go look overseas and a Jamaica side. And
But I talk about the Jamaican born players.
The side is
The Jamaican born players that left and go overseas to play. And I play well overseas. One to them.
Them are still Jamaican, brother. But as
Yes.
in a Jamaica, you have to look into Jamaica, brother, kind of on the land. And a Jamaica.
But you know, listen what Keteraka say. The players are not coached properly.
You know, listen what JT has said. Just say I agree with Keteraka.
I agree with Keteraka.
Yeah, so but your next thing when me disagree with Qatar with there is I don't think the coach was wasting time. He was being paid and he needed to do something. What the coach are gonna do? Sit down in yard and prep every day. When you pay a coach to come to Jamaica, he needs to get up and do something, bro. So I don't buy that way. Keterak said he was looking at players all around the island. Yeah, that should have been part of the coach's joy, a part of his job. You see me? We get paid 6 million Jamaican a month for do you sit down in my yard?
But you can use that and look for players overseas who are born Jamaican. Because if me say overseas who are born overseas, a problem.
So you'd rather the
Who are
coach just the
Jamaican.
overseas that scored right through.
If based off of what Keterak said a while ago, and I think we kind of lean away from putting the problem on the JFF more than putting the problem on the coaches with their Jamaica.
Bro, me not putting no problem on the JFF or nobody or the coach, you know.
Me also something. Nobody in Jamaica learn no for a group just for them go to Jamaica.
We're not talking about learning persons from our groups, brother. We are saying we are talking about
You can see somebody something, brother.
954.
You can't have an IQ man come to Jamaica and him stay there and left with the IQ without teaching nobody nothing.
954. Jason, listen what me say. I listen properly. I'm not saying you're not looking at Jamaica. But when you're looking at Jamaica, the players are not edified in how to play the game.
Yeah, bro, but what you're saying, then the coach no need to be a Jamaican none at all then till we a player. Might as well you just tell the coach that he just leave up for him and just come show up more time. Bro, one answer right now, we and Kataraka see a madness, brother. You see, if a coach any country, the coach have to depend on the ground. The coach is involved in not just the dates. There's other things where coaches go around in other countries and do, and especially you're going to a third world country to train. You're not going to train it's not like a Netherlands you have a coach or you have a coach at England. So the standard, everything is not going to be the same, and the football is not going to be as developed. But the coach has to do something. The coach can't sit down and take 6 million, brother, till and wait for match play. No, I don't see the sense in that. Somebody would have explained that to me. How would they want? What would they want the coach to do every day, all those other days? Oh well, Managad is saying you don't want him to look for more overseas players. Okay, all right.
Get what this one say. The players that left Jamaica and go overseas. Why would not talk about them? Kieran Campbell. Nobody not talk about them.
Come like you don't want ban local players out of side, brother. Are that a go on?
No.
Just let me know what one. Come like what is a new thing?
When you tell me
local players
that
out
the
like
league is so good. That the league is so good that we can't even beat up us. Can't beat us side in a CONCACAF.
No, bro, it's not just that. But it doesn't mean that every single player in the JPL is trash. You know what I mean? Every player there
but
is.
But you know this. If a player is good in the JPL, and this was said, and you don't agree with this, they're not staying in the JPL.
Yes, I agree with that. But suppose when the coach see that player is the year that the player start to actually kick on.
So why you not talk about the persons about left Jamaica and go overseas and make a life?
No, why you not answer the question? Let me just ask you. Say, suppose it's
Every player
the year where the player is actually kicking on the coach. Because that's what me I try to say to you, say, no, if you are a player Jamaica, the coach no know you, bro. Is you need to your mind and pump yourself up and work hard and I say, yo, anytime the coach see me I make a side. Like, even though it's not, if it not necessarily might happen, bro. But you need to have that mindset there. Because the coach don't know you. The coach have him side already, man of God, but the coach still gonna look for other players. He's still gonna look for other players.
But what you know? Just like one gym. What? A man can go to Jamaica, go find a player and carry him go one country, go put him on one side. What make a coach can do the same thing? Suppose the coach have icy talent.
And Christian, I understand he said JT, we should look up Croatia.
When 954 talent alone can't do it because
Man of God, you know, say
Yeah.
you see a player play ball and you team and you raise with him
Christian
and say
said
you
we
need
need
to
to
do this
look
and you need to
up
do that, you need
Croatia
to
and
stop and do
their
that. And him straight out
players.
himself
There
and
is
play better.
no more than a couple of them in the Croatian
yes, man,
league. There's a
954,
lot of them,
but
yeah.
that not gonna say he must be in a national team.
You know me and you are coach, brother. You can be coach and you see a player Jamaica and you say,
Kwani says Marsh looking player strengthening his team in Europe. Yeah, bro. So what is no player in the JPL can make the side. Stop talk. Mobia. Oh, where you tell me say Mobia? Say Mobia. You tell me say nobody in the national team cannot. Bro, what you're saying is madness, bro. What you're saying is madness. No player in the JPL. Marian Garden don't know his left foot from his right. You see me? Richard Carver said exactly what they want to do. Ban homegrown players. Like Bailey, for example. Satan them. Yeah, me I wonder if there's some the people them like them no want nobody from bro, and this can become dangerous, And this week, you see, I them thing upset certain people in the JFF when they hear people talk like that, saying like they don't want not even one person from Jamaica in the team. That starts sound like some extremist shit, bro. This is sounding crazy, man. The good one them I go get, bro. I understand that. Travdan, I understand that, bro. What I was saying is, suppose the season. Remember, Kaheem Dixon had a really good season last season, though he didn't get a lot of goals. Very impactful for Arnett Gardens. No, let's say that was the season that they came there and somebody saw him from Charlton and he moved. But Coach Jaime Agrimson took a chance on him before he went to Charlton. So obviously there was something there with the player. There was something there with the player. The player looked decent. The player looked decent before he looked decent. The player looked decent before he went to Charlton Athletic. Before he went to Arnett Garden, he looked decent in high school. Looked decent in Arnett Gardens. Yeah, man. Played for Jamaica, and he still looked the same. Play for Jamaica and still look the same. So the player is always meeting his requirements at every level based on what I've seen. You see me? Based on what I've seen, he's always at every level. He just goes out there and play and ball out. Basically. So JT, who now call and I say it no make no sense. People leave JPL because you can't make the national team unless you play JPL. Mirak, you have to explain that a little bit to me. But me not buy this thing with them saying that one. JT, the truth is the club system worldwide is good enough to scoop up the best players. It does a great job at recruiting the best players, maybe the top. Yeah. And then they leave the other ones for everybody else. Then they leave everybody. So, bro, I'm not buying that though. A lot of people say Trevante Stewart. Yeah, Trevante Stewart was that was not that didn't turn out very good. But a lot of Jamaicans too end up on the path that Trevante Stewart is on, where you end up in a little a smaller club. You end up in a smaller club somewhere else, and you have to just basically play football and play yourself out of trouble. 1 second, the pressure. Pressure, people them so start beat you again. Like I'm like the people them.
Well, I have different opinion. Pertaining to the Steve McClaren and the JPL thing, right?
Yeah,
Um, huh?
yeah. What going on, man? Yeah.
You see, I think we kind of before we even get to McClaren, I think we're unfair to Algrims in the qualifiers match because I have to remember.
So Algrims, you come to defend today?
Yeah.
Algrims, you come to defend today?
No, man, we're not defending.
Okay.
I say like we have to be fair because remember when the qualifiers did play. Remember, a lot of people this same kind of probably select too much JPL players, but remember, nobody seen them on them when normally they're not the team. They're never available due to injuries or whatever the case is, right? Or like an extended break because of them Premier League season or whichever other respective league.
Yeah.
So he did have to really select from the JPL, and it's a good thing that he did also have the camps to see the type of players that him eventually select into the team, because if he didn't select those players, I mean, yes, you could have sourced players from elsewhere, right? But him decides to keep the camp, and if anything, he can draft for these guys from the JPL. Was it a bad thing when him draft for them? No, because majority of them when they draft for them never eventually played. Remember, so some of them not even travel for the second game, right?
JT, would you recruit a high school to manage your bank or go to a university? No, bro, it's not the same. Like, so you're saying, let's get on that presser, because they might make it sound like I don't know if that is so left field, where I'm saying that every head coach like the challenge of you going to a place, an unknown place, and you basically you want to see the talent there, and if you see a talent there, you're gonna pick him. You're gonna pick the talent. So a lot of people is saying like, yo, the man now go see JT where you talk, but the man now go see nothing down the man. Like at that people I try me say, no, bro, the coach can see players in Jamaica that he thinks merits a call up.
Yeah, I believe, son. With the talent pool in the JPL, more than likely, it will just be like one outstanding player.
Exactly.
One or two the most, two the most. You get me? I say. I think there's always the exception to the rule, because even if you look at the goalkeeper, what we have for the playing at the Copa America and the qualifiers, that was Wait. For me, Wait is a good goalkeeper, and even at the qualifiers when him did make the two mistakes or the one mistake against Dominica. Even that Bashman man say, yo, he's not as bad as how I make him out to be. And in the Copa America,
Andre Blake?
No, man, wait.
Oh, Jamali, wait. Yeah, he's decent, man. But we also end up seeing his flaws at the end, though. We saw that he's indecisive, actually, as a goalkeeper. Does a lot of things well. But I think his indecisive nature cost us as well in games.
In which game?
I think where he hesitated to come out for the ball. That's him being indecisive. That's a thing with good goalkeepers, You need, when you make up your mind, you need to know that you're going to do it.
But listen, when you're a backup keeper, then you're not for all around game. Like that's why you're a backup. That's why you're not number one. You know what I mean? I think if you look at vast majority of backup keepers, they have a lot of flaws, right? But they still can steady the ship for a period of time, which I think Wade can steady the ship for a period of time, in which I think he did when he was called upon. You know what I mean? But listen, Steve, and in terms of like JPL players also, I think like the king of the world and Wade, those two guys in specific, I think they can get into the team. I don't think they'll eventually
Jamali Wade?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you saying that Jamal
Yeah,
Wade can get into the team?
yeah. You can get into the
But they're
team
not local players, bro. They're not JPL players.
not wait. What the next one is? Sorry, not wait.
Who that? The goalkeeper from
One of Mount
the
Pleasant.
JPL.
Yeah, Mount Pleasant.
Yeah. I
Davis,
think
track
yeah.
one Davis. My bad people,
Yeah.
track one Davis.
Come here, say, bro.
Track one
Me I
Davis.
say, come like press a come for mash up my show, brother. The man
No,
at
it's track one
my
Davis.
friend, I'm like, come and say.
Track one Davis. So like for me, track one Davis can get into the senior team. You get me? I say because I think he's a good goalkeeper, right? So I think a Richard King that play for Cavalier and Shaquan Davis down at Mount Pleasant. I think those two players in specific. And if Kyle Dixon was still at Arnett Gardens,
Yeah, they would be in the team for me, bro. So what them
yeah,
talk
and
about, me not depend that.
yeah, and if you look at vast majority of countries, they tend to also want to bring like a one or two players
Two
from their
players.
local league.
Yeah.
Obviously from the England, them select a man, them are going to select from like England in and of itself, right?
Mhm.
But like the Brazil, Argentina, you still find players from the local leagues. I know that the leagues are higher quality and these players are better players, right? But in terms of the JPL, I just believe you will always have that one exception to the rule that has that outstanding quality where whether it's a starter or not, you still can include him in the team.
In the team.
I mean, I say go
In the
pick
team.
pack up 5 man in the team, but there's always going to be one outstanding player in the JPL that can get into the team. And if I just one or two,
I
then
just
fair
want
enough.
the man them look like them I say like they come like the man do I think so like bro that come like they ban every player from Jamaica if you have an opportunity.
And as we say, with
That can't we
recently,
can't operate like that, bro. It cannot go
and as we
like
say,
that.
with
And we want the best
recently,
team. Yes.
yeah. And even with the arguments recently, what if like McLaren finds himself in a situation where some players aren't available, right? And him just push away the local league, and then him just a scramble to find a player where he could have just easily identify players from the local league before to say, okay, if anything, this player fits the bill, and I will go for him for selection if needs be. You know what I mean? So I just saw my system. I've never really had a problem with local players in the national team. Once it is warranted and it's on merit, then fair enough. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And once they have quality.
And don't you think though coaches see this as like a challenge? Like
the Jamaica job?
like you're going to Jamaica. And as a coach, there's nothing more beautiful than trying something different and and it works. That's how coaches gets branded as genius and all that.
Yeah, definitely. Because even at like club level, you see some coaches take up a job and say, why you man take up that job there?
Yeah.
Because you know it's a hard job and majority of managers that's been in that position before, they don't have a good track record. And you got to turn the ship around and everybody's like, that man is smart, like, you see me? Everybody rate him. So despite the problems, I think what we need to do as fans is separate the JFF from the team itself, right? I know that the JFF can affect the team. In recent times, but I think they've been affecting the outcome of the team. Not really, right? I don't believe that they select the team or whatever the case or whatever foolishness people say.
I don't buy that either.
A coach looking at Jamaica, right? So like the Leon Bills of the world, the Sherman Nichols, Michael Antonio, like say for example, potential Omari Hutchinson, these type of players, and we still have a good squad. You know, coaches out there, you even have to be a McLaren, but coaches out there relish the opportunity to like coach players like that because guess what? Having it on their resume that they bring Jamaica to a World Cup and even get them out of the group, it's a good thing for them. You know, everybody benefits. You get me? I say. So, I mean, not every coach sees it that way, but you have a lot of coaches we can tell you.
That's something you said something though that I want to touch on. Like, I was always saying that as well. That, bro, I think even with the JFF in competence in certain areas, I still see Jamaica have the opportunity to get good results on the field. With all that said, and that's why I always try to even stay closer to the football side because I know the organizational side is just way more complicated than we would want. JT, I think it's challenging enough just to get results under constraints, says
but what are the constraints though? Like
that's what Jason Guna is saying. JT, I think it's challenging enough just to get results under constraints of our finance. Why make it harder by taking on projects in your squad? Okay, that's a good that's a good way to look at it. But Jamaica is a project.
But when I get what Jason I said, like the projects would be like the JPL Plus.
Yeah, that's why he's saying he wants you to bring in probably more cutting edge players immediately.
Mm.
And hence that's why they're saying they should just do most of the scouting overseas.
So that means I would have to step up recruitment then and make the pool a bit larger than what it is now.
And the pool is already large.
Yeah, then what, 60 now? You're on that 60 and growing. As me say, there will always be the one exception in terms of JPL.
What you say, 60 player pool?
Yeah.
Bro, that's 60 players that they chose, you know. Jamaica is hundreds of players, bro.
Yeah, but it's at 60 now in terms of owner for paper, like, you get me, say?
Yeah, man. It's more than 60 still, we know of.
But I say, well, on paper, right?
On paper that they turned,
but on
it's
paper,
more than 60
you know?
on paper as well. That's 60 that they chose to turn in, bro. That's what I'm
so on paper, how much would be like on paper in general? How much would be like if it's more than 60? Like how much?
I think probably hundreds, because me I think about some squad we get picked. We half of them players here we did in a that the 60 them no make this a 60 these days.
Yeah.
So me I think so that has to be another batch of players who kind of got left in the wilderness too. You know what I mean?
But them, me can't say them the player no good. I can't say that.
Yeah, bro. Me say them play they no good. You're just no good. Like what you gonna say? Wait, press. I look at the people that affect you know, man. You want to be politically correct? But that man no good. The man them no good, brother. So my man them no good, bro.
I think I see a future for a lot of those players. Even no players from here people used to talk about, like I just don't see a future.
Like who? A Tyreek Maggie a drop out for man.
Like Maggie, the whole of them, like the one them were just no good. You get me? I say, like Mr. Maggie score a goal on a USL reset, and I'm gonna say, hey, baller, you must get working at team. Like, come on, people, like. Yeah, all right, them are gonna say, oh, how JPL baller can get 19, but oh, Maggie can get 19. Like, that's a good question.
That is a good question, to be fair. I always entertain that. I always think that though you see this unofficial friendly games, I think unofficial friendly games, it should be a combination of our low second tier diasporan players and a large majority of players from Jamaica, local.
Yeah.
You see me I say? I think that's fair. The guys who are lurking, the Kaim Paris, the Maggies, all of them, Lamberts, all of those guys, they're lurking there. And if you have, because getting players from clubs in England is a nightmare. And then you pick local players. And guys, I know we beat the schoolboy system in Jamaica, and even including myself. But listen, there's always going to be one player every year coming out of schoolboy football in Jamaica who excels, where maybe he's just a faster learner, had to just develop quickly enough. But the schoolboy system, it plays a role by creating individual stars. What it doesn't create is a batch of good players. I don't know if you understand that, Presser.
Yeah, but I get so but not for the man didn't really like hear that in terms of I don't know if I side with that in terms of like I would advocate for those players to be in the team, like from schoolboy football from early, right? Yeah. But you know, when you look at like a Whisper, for example,
it's 1 and 2 in a press of them people that we are talking of. Like Whisper kind them.
Whisper as an example. You see me? When Whisper he get selected, was he like bad for the team? Like I don't think him did bad, you know? I think so, like,
brother, the young player them give you something to look for. Even when Jamaica lose, yeah, so them not just put on Whisper. But they don't put on Dixie. We want something to look forward to. You know, so even if we lose, there's hope. Here's a good young player coming through. That's why I say, bro, we always, because Whisper went to the Gold Cup, we saw for ourselves that, listen, Whisper can actually kick it at that level there. We tell him go develop him game and sort out and touch back the road. Different player. We saw that in Whisper. Same thing with Kaim Dixie. I think Kaim Dixie is going to need to get stronger. Understand his body now is working for him, but he's going to, you have some big white defender. I go give him a 2 big push, and him I go remember them defender them. I tell you. even though a League One, because them League One crab up same way no pressure.
Yeah. And most of this, in terms of the national team, I think there's still a responsibility on the national team to like nurture players moving forward. Like, and as we said, Manasseh go take up 5 JPL man putting on the team, but wherever there's that one exceptional player, and he can put them in that environment. Manasseh, like a Copa America or a Nations League, but unofficial games where you have camps where you have certain quality players coming in. Once you have that one exceptional player, then you include them as well. You know, so you can. I don't want to say, like sell the player. No, like not like that. Just I say, there still should be a responsibility, and this is why Speedy for said, like any coach that comes in, when he leave JT, he needs to leave something behind, you know, in terms of knowledge or just a structure foundation that we can benefit from. You get what I say? So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. And that's what Jesus, I was disagreeing with Catara, where he's saying that the coach is going all over the island looking at people. I'm like, bro, how can that not be a good thing?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
big up yourself.
Yeah, I don't get it. Yeah, man, big up yourself, Pressure, man. Thank you for passing through.
Yeah.
All right, bless
Yeah,
you. Yeah, I don't know people, so I don't really I don't know how Cataract them come to that kind of arrangement, but I'm not really buying it. Not really buying it at all. I believe that the coach has to move. He has to get something done while being on the island. It's a must. It's part of the mandate. It's part of his mandate, where he has to get something done. One thing I can also say again to people is that the Macy Greenwood effort is still on the way. As I said, no Macy Greenwood though for September. And I'm not sure that we see Macy Greenwood for this year. Things will have to turn over very quickly. But if I think things start going very well for Jamaica and we just start winning all our games, I think the players should be here. And I hear this is what people don't understand. This is one of the other roles that Steve McClaren plays. This is one of the other roles. This other role that Steve McClaren is going to play is there's a lot of these English-based players. And they are really, really good players, you know. Really, really good players. But guess what? Is 1 foot in, 1 foot out. You know them people that will go to church, like them go dance Saturday and Sunday morning. Yo, church, one way. Church, same way. Close iron. Coconut grater. Everything blend up. Ready. And guess what? When them leave our church at Sunday day, if a dancer keep Sunday night or a fish fry, them did it. You see me? So we want to get those players to commit to Jamaica. Some people say, JT, you can't use the word cap the man them on YouTube all the while. Okay? The word cap make the man them get freed. You see when I say cap, the man them get freed. But I know I gone, man. We not no cap, bro. No capping, bro. I remember Hallgrimson said going around the island, he could use the time to set up his game plan. But that is what JFF want. But nobody remember when he said that. Yeah, and I think coaches exercise as well. Don't you think that Hallgrim's coaches want to stay sharp by keep coaching? So I don't have any problem with this coach coming and want to go around the island and look at play. I would want the coach to go around the island as well. I think when you're a head coach that comes in, we need to leave no stones unturned. You know what I mean? More on my coach go everywhere. More on the coach go look around and find whatever. In the meantime, keep doing his planning. Then he has his trips that he goes to England after he would have liaison with players and go and watch some players sit in the game. What I want to see of Steve McClaren as well is this. I need to see Mr. McClaren sitting in games on camera at Ipswich Town. I need to see Steve McClaren when I'm watching Ipswich this season as they open the season on the 16th versus Liverpool, I think, or before that. I want to see Steve McClaren in that game, in one of those games, sitting there watching Omari Hudson to letting these people know I'm here to get him. That's my like when you go pick up your kid at the park, that's my son. Yeah, I'm here to get. That's my daughter. Gifts. Yes, we just grab the stuff. We get the helmets and yeah, we just get this. Yeah, all right, yeah, man. We're grabbing every with the bicycle comes with me. That's how we want Steve McClaren to look on camera. Like you know how Southgate them look when Southgate them come for player. I just saw Southgate them sit down. Southgate them. You ever see when Southgate them come for all a player come watch your match, bro? When Southgate comes for you, when he come to watch your game, you know he's here for England to get you, and that's what I'm saying. We need to have that from McClaren. I need to see McClaren at games where players are contested. I need to see him at a Marseille game with before Mason Greenwood gets here. I want to see him watching a Reece Nelson. Even if the players are committed, I want him to start that, to get that. I know Hallgrimson probably went there and he talked to the players behind the scene, but sometimes it's nice to see our coaches so yeah. Yeah, I know a lot of people would have wanted to see our coaches. A lot of people would have wanted to see our coaches basically get it right in that way. When JT, big up yourself, Everton. Big up yourself. So I hope that can work out, but I need the coach to get around there and handle all this business. This is not grim. Yeah, this is not grim. This is what people. Another thing. Steve McClaren comes with some level of clout. Remember, Jamaica should find a way as well how to leverage the Manchester United tie with as far as McClaren. I'm sure, bro, McClaren has so much to offer to Jamaica. The only thing I am worried about is I just hope McClaren stays, because I don't think McClaren is the type of guy. He doesn't look like the type of guy to me that can just operate in chaotic situation over and over. He doesn't give me that vibe. And remember, I always give you these kind of information before the coach gets here. I told you about Hal Grimson, how stubborn he was, and how Jamaican fans are going to have problems with him. Make sure you hit the like button, though, Marcus, I'm still waiting, bossy. Make sure you hit the like button, Lee, and 1-1. Big up yourself, Jump PL fan, and Everton Williams, man of God. Everybody, Travis Peso, everybody, we pass through. I'm just a healing up, same way. Really appreciate you guys coming and sharing the space and having this discussion. Chris Smith, Kwani, Peter Mystic, everybody. But people, hit the like button as we're having a good dialogue here. Gibbs White, Ramsey, and our Aarons are now closer to England with Lee Carsley in charge of England. Yeah, so, bro, it's going to be a good matchup, actually, with Jamaica and England when it comes on to getting players. You can see he's no fool. Yo, me can see it. I heard the man. Listen, people. I heard McClaren talking about. You know what happened today? I was supposed to play a piece of audio for you guys, and me can't find it. Me don't know who sent it. Come give me. But I was taking it in very well, and he said some really cool things in there. So the assistant is not named as yet. You see me? His assistant is not named. Yeah, his assistant is not named as yet. But as I said, as to what I'm hearing is basically one assistant of his choosing or of his choice. And I have it right here, people. I found the audio. Let's hear what McClaren has to say about coaching here.
You've got to show them the pathway. You've got to have a vision for that player. you can vision where I can see you playing at the top. I had a young striker. I was good, and I said you could be top 6 in the Premier League. What do I have to do? I said, well, you have to be first in, be last away, do extra in training, in the gym, you're finishing. You've got to change your lifestyle. You got to get off the burgers and stop partying with the girls on a weekend. And you got to be professional. Vision for that player. You can vision where I can see you playing at the top. I had a young striker. I was good, and I said you could be top 6 in the Premier League. What do I have to do? I said, well, you have to be first in, be last away, do extra in training, in the gym, you're finishing. And you've got to change your lifestyle. You got to get off the burgers and stop partying with the girls on a weekend. And you got to be professional.
All right. See, so that's Steve McClaren there telling you how he goes about business. Like the man see things that if you want to be professional, you're gonna have to be a professional. Like you have to make life changes. So that's why I'm saying there's a lot of players who's gonna collide with a coach like this if they don't plan to change the way how they want to approach things. If they think it's gonna be a Hallgrim's situation where you're just free willy and you just run around I don't think that's gonna be situation. But remember today, people, Arsenal trash Leverkusen in that game. And Messi, Lionel Messi's house got vandalized today as well, people. There's a lot of things. Reem also joined Fulham today. A lot of sources. United won't raise OT amid new ground talks. A lot of news out there. Spain Brazil clash after Olympics semi-finals. Roger Alvaro Morata ban for Gibraltar chance. Okay. The top breakout score starts from the Olympics. Yeah, people. So thank you for joining us today, people. Thank you for being here. And it's another good show. We're just making sure we organize the content. Not much happening. The big press conference is tomorrow. So we're going to be doing a show tomorrow for the press conference tomorrow. And we're going to see how we can get this press conference revved up. Maybe JT have to go in there. People, one thing if you're going to the press conference tomorrow, because I like to give the coaches time. I like to give the coaches time. I like to give the coaches time before I can start saying coach. But I do want to ask Coach McClaren though, how does he plan on I want to let him know that I've been a fan of Jamaican football forever, and historically we have struggled to solve the midfield problems. We saw our previous coaches they had no idea how to solve it. How does he plan on solving this midfield problem for Jamaica? How does he? That's because we need to point him directly to the midfield. We need him to know that the midfield is a problem. Ask him about his intended playing style. Yeah, we need to ask him about the midfield and the defensive. I want to also say, we saw under the previous head coach as well. I don't know if these things matter. Fans were very disgruntled based on the style of football Jamaica played, which was basically defending for 90 minutes. We saw fans didn't really want to turn up the games as they thought the game wasn't attractive enough as well. What kind of football do you play? Is it more a complete football style of play? Is it a more defensive? Yeah, so I think I might need to be in the press conference. I might need to make Simon fret tomorrow. Yeah, man. Well, we're not going to ask no foolishness, but can I promise you? And before me going at the press conference, probably I'll change it. Because how me do with my question, I don't even know what I'm going to ask the coach when I go in the press conference. So one time I'm listening to the coach speak, and then I'm seeing if he covers what I already wanted to ask. I let it stay. Yeah, man, it was an excellent show today, Lee, man. It was smooth and everything, and we went through, and the vibe is what 11 in Copenhagen now, this time of night. So you don't know work tomorrow. It was a good show. It was a good show. We do an hour and 20 something minutes. People, thank you for passing through. Let me see if we get to 100. Did we even get to 100 likes on the video? Just hit the like button. That is a good question to ask. Yeah, man. I'm going to ask one of them questions, man. I have to ask one of them. Let me see if we get 100 likes on the video. Please tell me we have 100 likes on the video already. All right, yeah, we get 100 likes on it because Cataract not on it. Yeah, and the number stood him steady today. We having steady numbers in the game these past couple of days. Yeah, we have 204 people in here, and it was steady right through. But I also learned some new things as well about presentation, and I also always want to make sure I present the content to you guys better. Because when I look back at how I used to do shows and see the improvement, I say, right, I can't stop. You have to just try to get it better and better and better and better. And at some point, if we get a producer to produce this would even be more better that they can do some things for me. But people, 200 are we there? Let me see if we can get at least 150 likes before no cut, no man. Let's see if we can get 150 likes. So people, drop a question in the comment section that you would want me to ask the coach. If you have a question, drop a question in the comment section. Where we can ask the coach about tomorrow. But please make sure you hit the like button, people. Let's see if we can get it up to 150, man, before the cut. We know so no Steve, we want to get it to 150. What, Cataract? You over there? No, this cannot be. People, come on. Let's get it up to 150, people, before we get out of here. Yeah, people are more stubborn. Now go kill them today. 5:02 p.m. in New York. Which city? Everybody drop the city. Yo, my life you know is which city people I mean, you know, because Jamaicans they everywhere. You know, Jamaicans they everywhere. Everybody in here probably on a different time zone. Somebody know it is 10:02 in England. Somebody at Jamaica don't know what time is it in Jamaica right now. But yeah, man, bless up everybody we passed through today. And people, thank you for joining us here on Sports Prophecy TV. Until next time.